So from the She Works His Way app, I'm going to read this. It's talking about our inheritance. I just forgot the word. Now I have to find where I was going to read. Okay, there's just a couple of pieces I'm going to read. Our business needs to be built on Jesus first. It must. We have to understand the exchange that happened on the cross and details of the inheritance we received. It's basically saying we can't, nothing we do gives us our inheritance. It's just given to us. We have to operate out of that, even in our business. The way you handle customer service, emails, messaging people who respond to your post, your in-person conversations, and more is an opportunity for you to remind them of their inheritance, the same one that you have. When we do this, our whole business will change. When we receive the inheritance, our perspective will change. The way we do things, the things we used to care about, the people we thought we had to please, it will all change because his work becomes the focus, not our works. And so, Lord, I just pray specifically over conversations with people, that our conversations, even through online interaction, will bring light and will bring just a truth to people that they will feel like we want people to feel when they're in our presence, or just that your presence is there. They'll feel that even just our messaging, and they'll feel their importance and their inheritance from you, Lord. And I just pray that you will soften people's hearts today to the voice and to the voice of the enemy, Lord, that they will not, it won't be as prevalent today, Lord, and that they'll hear your voice and your truth, and that the lies that they've been believing will be revealed, and it'll just cause new conversations today. Even I just pray just a sparking of new conversations for people that we have a heart for, the people that we desire to help, but those people who have been walking and believing lies about themselves or their journey, Lord, that those will be silenced today, and those people will reach out, Lord. So I just pray for the sparking of new conversations that maybe even just come out of nowhere, that we will see your hand in it as we walk in our inheritance and how we operate our business, Lord. So, amen.
Amen.
So good. So I'm glad you're on here, because I know you specifically had a rank advancement goal, and I want to talk about that today.
Yeah.
So I think mostly what I have is pretty short today, but so I don't know if you said this last week, but I know you said you wanted to hit Emerald.
Mm-hmm.
And what I wanted to do was ask everyone, like, I feel like, one, we all need a goal to, like, rank advance, to grow the business, to help more people. And so do you have a date that you have that goal by? Is it the month, or what is your desire?
Yeah, I think it was by the end of the month. Have the folks on board.
Okay. So one thing I wanted to say is that with that, if depending on where everyone is and like wanting to hit different goals, if y'all want to set up a call that's like just more one-on-one, where we focus on like, what does it look like to hit that? Or, you know, or maybe I know we had mentioned like talking about like, what does it look like once you get the one coach to sign up, maybe Joey, or, you know, or something like that. Or if your mom, how is your mom liking Shakeology, by the way?
She doesn't drink it like consistently, but she's like was the first couple she tried, she didn't even read the like Shakeology like suggested recipe or whatever, so she just like kind of made it herself. And I was like, she was like, yeah, it wasn't very good, but that's what I tried. And I was like, is that like a recipe that you found in that book? And she's like, oh no, I haven't even looked at it. So she's kind of like me in that, like, so but she was like, oh, that's good, I'll try it. And so yeah, but she's very much like, I'm down for the benefit of trying to take care of my body, and
that's awesome.
So
that's awesome. But if it would be helpful to do like some kind of call, or like since you're here, we could do it in person, but like talking about like how to get to Emerald, or like what's the steps after that, or what is it, you know, things like that. We can do that. But also I feel like something we can get, one thing I want to talk about was like getting how easy it is to get caught up in like I don't know, just doing things in the business, but that maybe aren't income producing. Like you mentioned, was it at the end of the month, you felt like you spent all your time like doing messages, like you're messaging people, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's like actually where the fruit comes from.
Mm-hmm.
The relationship part is the like back and forth conversation, and that's where you like saw, like that's Club 12. But it is hard when there's like a balance, of like, wait, I have all these other things, or whatever.
Yeah.
But to just remind everyone not to get caught up in like, okay, I'm going to make this video, or we're going to do this free group, or we're going to do this. And it's like, those things are great to create leads, but to create income producing things and things that are going to grow your business long term, it's in the relationship, and it's in not just doing a free group for the sake of doing it, but doing it and building that relationship with people and having like spending time in their inbox, having like genuine conversation about the free group maybe and how they're doing, but like, getting to a place where you're chatting with people and stuff, and that's where that's going to happen. And so 2 things about that is sometimes I feel like it can be easy to be like, okay, I have time to work the business, but like, what do I do? What should I do right now? Kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I want to refer everyone to the Beachbody Champions page, which you should be a member of, right? Yeah.
I am.
Beachbody Champions page has every week they have a live power hour, or they might call it action hour or something like that.
Yeah.
So whatever they call it. But I've only done a couple of them because there's a lot, but like they do it, this one's on Tuesday. Yeah, they call it action hour, but whether you do it, I never do it live at all, ever. But they have a lot of them. You can pull them up, and I even have a list of a couple of them that I've done that I could send y'all, but it's helpful to, sometimes I'll turn them on my phone and then I'll be working on my computer or have it on another thing. And basically they just like guide you through building your business. They're doing your business. And really they're guiding you through this success tracker that Beachbody put out this year. And, but it just helps. It gives you ideas. It's like, on one of these it says initiate connections and add followers. And it's like, okay, but how do I do that if I don't have any connections going right now? And they really teach you how to do that and teach you how to like add new followers or things like that to expand your network. And so I just want to highly suggest if like you have a time, and even if it's like an hour, like I've never even gotten through one of the whole videos, I don't think, because by the time I like press pause to like do stuff, and usually they'll like say, okay, we're going to spend 5 minutes and do this, and they'll just do it like, like everyone will be quiet and they're on the screen and they're doing their thing and you're doing your thing.
Cool.
But sometimes I have to press pause and like keep going or finish something. And so I've never even completed a whole hour of it, because by the time I'm done, it's like an hour and a half, but it still gets me going on some of it.
Yeah.
It gets me like moving in my business. And most of the time it has helped me create genuine new connections with people, and genuine conversations come from it, which is helpful, and that's not necessarily like, it's not always things that's going to like turn into a challenge pack right now, but it creates relationship with people. It's going to do that maybe later, and so I just highly suggest that if there's a time when you're like, okay, I have time to work the business, what do I even do? Because even me, some days I'm like, I have like a million things I feel like I could do, and some days I'm like, what should I do right now, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. It's just like, kind of like, sometimes I feel like that's how I am with stay-at-home mom life. Like one day I'm like, oh, productive, I'm like getting stuff done. The next day I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know what to do with my life,
Yeah.
So super helpful. But and then this week,
grab Aaron. I'll be right back.
Oh,
keep
go
talking.
For it. No, go for it. Okay, so this week, what I was going to say is for a challenge for everyone, and it's not going to, I don't expect like 100%, but like, I want y'all to print this off or pull it up. There's a PDF version that you can fill out, or you can print them off. I printed a bunch off. Oh, nice, way to go. And we're just going to have like a daily check-in, and your day everyone's like balance is different. Everyone's, the way they work their business is different. Even in this thing, I was thinking where it said, you don't have to work harder, do more, earn more titles behind your name, or hit a rank in your life to receive your inheritance. Our business needs to be built on Jesus first. It must. We have to understand the exchange that happened at the cross and the details of our inheritance. So in saying this, I want you to like go into it with that. Like everyone's like what your work looks like with Beachbody, what your balance, what you feel like the Lord said, like this is what you do. But we're going to have like a check-in with this during the week. And just as a way to like encourage you to be utilizing it, because I'm just telling you, as I've used this in my business, it really has grown and helped so much. And so be utilizing it. And, you know, I was talking to some women, a lot of them who work full time, and they're like, how do you do the challenge tracker when you don't just sit down and work for hours and hours? Do you work in little pockets of the day? And they're like, honestly, like I do as much as I can one day. And then some days I'll pick up where I left off from the day before, or some days I'll just start over, you know? And so, but then they were like, but I try to see like, okay, if I keep starting at the same place, I'm doing really good at initiating connections and posting social media and Instagram stories, but then I miss out on inviting people or following up with people. I make sure to keep a balance. Does that make sense? So like, it really does help to notice like, where am I really good at working on business and where are the places where I need to grow too? And so that's kind of the point in using this, is to notice where we need to grow and where we need to be putting more time, and to also just keep ourselves accountable to doing income producing and, you know, like business producing activities, not just getting caught up in the busy of, you know, cute Instagram posts and things like that or whatever. But so we're going to start that. I'll post that today, and it'll just be kind of I think I'm just going to do like one post and we'll just like check in with it throughout the week. I'll like do an extra check in. Have you enjoyed using this?
Yeah.
Have you been able to use it much?
Yeah. I think when you first sent it out, I started trying to track it. It's a great place to like, I don't know, have something in front of me to show me like what to knock out. I don't know. So that's been good. I haven't been super consistent. I'm like still trying to get more of a like routine or like a kind of idea of how to spend time on Beachbody through the week. So still like developing that or whatever. But it's definitely like, there was one week where I didn't actually use this at all, but I was like, at the end of the week, I was kind of like, I don't know how much time I've actually really spent on Beachbody. I felt like I wasn't doing a good job, whatever. So I just kind of went back through, and even like on social media posts or whatever, kind of like went back through and said, what did I actually post, or what conversations did I actually have? And through the whole week, I did a lot better than I like. At the end of the week, I was thinking it wasn't very good. And then I went through and was like, well, what did I actually do on Monday? Trying to remember. And it was like, oh, I did put a lot of effort in actually. And I did have a lot of conversations that I'd forgotten about. So it was kind of sweet that way. And so yeah, I've adapted it because of our team calls on Monday. I don't know if you can see it, but I mark out, because they start theirs on Thursdays.
I know.
This week, and I understand that, but I just can't get there yet. Like my week starts on Monday, and so
me too. It's so hard for me.
I decided, you know what, this is going to match my week because I'm using it, and it's going to help me keep it all in one place. So maybe someday I'll graduate to my week starting on Thursday, but that day is not today.
Hey, so mine either.
I just marked that Thursday out. I'm just like, nope, it's Monday. I don't know if
that's smart, because what happens to me is I'll start and I'll mark Thursdays. I'm like, no, I should have marked Mondays. I need to just change it, because I do the same thing. I think I operate that way. Like, it's Monday. It's my new day. It's the team call or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. I know. That was type A-ness comes out in that.
And that was part of my wrestle earlier. Was like, I'd start on Monday, and it's just, anyways, throw off like my,
It's so funny. That's awesome.
So I have enjoyed it.
Yeah. And like I said, I just want you to like go into it knowing, like, own what the Lord has called you to do with it, and don't feel like pressure. It's just like extra accountability to help you like know what to be doing during the day, you know. Yeah. It's not all of us are gonna look different. And so
I've also I did this weekly, just like a gathering thoughts thing. It's just a weekly to do, and it just has Monday through Friday. But I've decided to make even from our team call. Hey, baby, what? Like the last couple weeks you did, I think it was 2 weeks ago, you had some like 3 steps for us to do. And like come Thursday, I'd totally forgotten that you gave us 3 steps. And so anyways, getting some like a couple things from the team call that I'm supposed to knock out during the week, stick it on my sticky note. And so then every time I'm sitting down to do Beachbody, I'm kind of keeping track of what am I doing on Monday? And my days are different. Like Tuesday and Thursday, the boys are gone. So it's a little bit, I don't know, better for me to work on stuff. So, but it just, I don't know, keeps all my thoughts in one place, kind of keeps my week in front of me. I don't know. So that's been,
no, that's really good.
So,
yeah. I have this big thing from, right now it's not very used, but it's from Target. It says like, it's a beautiful day. It has like priorities, notes, mornings, afternoon, evenings. And I mainly use it for like list making stuff. I don't even use the little titles, but it's still helpful to have this giant like notepad.
Yeah.
And I just tear off the days, and I don't know, it's really helpful.
That's great.
But a lot of times on like Mondays, I try to just like write what are all the things I can think of that I need to do this week, and then maybe organize them if I have time or want to.
You get around to it. Yeah.
Yeah. But even just having a list to like mark off feels good,
Yeah.
So, but that's awesome. Well, so that's mainly what I have. So one is your goal for rank advancement. I like that you told me that having that poll that week that I gave y'all 3 things was helpful. So I'm going to create the poll again and have people set a date for their next rank advancement of like their desire for it, and then have a space to set up a call with me to talk about how they're getting there, things like that. And then the challenge check or success club, like kind of challenge of the week. So cool. That'll be our 3 things. But is your challenge group going well? Just to check in.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
First week of Transform 20, they've all been pretty engaged. I just did a thing last night to just check in, like, how did last week go? Or do you want this week to be a little bit different in areas? So they're rocking it. And my first challenger ever, Carol, this is her last week of Transform 20. And she's
yay!
Loving it. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
I texted her and was just like, hey, last week, are you so excited? How does it feel? Whatever. And she's like, I am just loving it. And she's loving Shakeology. She's loving the meal.
That's so awesome.
All the things. And she's a go-getter. So she's like, I'll probably do another round of Transform 20. I'm just like, you're so fun. She's fun.
That's so cool.
So
I was gonna ask you with that.
Hi.
Did you submit your before and after pictures to Beachbody?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. You should, because then you get a shirt.
A shirt. Transform.
They send you. No, they changed it. They used to send you one for the program. Now it's just like an overall shirt. I think. Okay. I don't know. It's probably new for 2019. I don't know what it is, what it says, but it's just like a you did it shirt kind of thing. But it's fun to. Just so you know, like if she finishes and she took before and after pictures, you can tell her to submit it.
Cool. Okay.
And each month they like draw a winner for like $1,000 or something for people to submit results.
Cool.
But also they send you a shirt. It's just a prize of like,
That's cool. I submitted a form to get a coach shirt because I hit Success Club.
Oh, yay. I didn't even know they did that.
Well, they said, way to go on hitting Success Club your first month. Right out of the gate. And I was like, well, it's not really my first month of being a coach, but if y'all think it is, I'm down. I'll get me a shirt.
That's funny. Hey, that's awesome. That's great. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's mostly what I have for today. Do you have anything else that you